Let's do this again. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy, Brain Waves. We got to get down to business. I don't have a lot of time, but there's a subject I want to talk about. And if you all decide, I will go deeper on this. See, with this particular subject, I need to explain some things because you have a particular individual in the community, right? In the so-called Hebrew Israelite, biblical Israelite, historical Israelite community. He's claiming to play one role, but what I want to show you is that that role is a facade, okay? There's so much wrong with what's going on here. You all need to know this. Many people say, well, why am I do this? Well, this particular individual is about to have a big land event, right? There's going to be people coming. They're about to sign contracts and they're about to do business with this individual. And what I want to explain to you all is that this particular individual has had a fallout with everyone, even as of late. You see, this goes far beyond myself, or perhaps what many of you have witnessed last year around July of 2024 with the fallout between Ringo TV Reactions and Floridian Rollo. There also have been other brothers and sisters that I have documented on my channel. And even as of late, you had a content creator by the name of Epic Mindsets. Where is he at? He completely fell off the internet. But yet this individual was going hard at me, hard at Ringo, hard at Rollo, making content after content, making people believe that we're the problem, when the actual source of the problem is this particular individual. You see, this individual put a battery in his back and then actually helped him out, left him out to dry. And this is a rinse and repeat pattern that he does to people. You see, he's going to play one side. And that's how he gets people. And then once he gets you, and once you get in and you start going that way, you find yourself into a real bad situation. And for some of these people, these situations are really bad. When you're dealing with someone that is a narcissist or have narcissistic traits, there's a lot of damage that gets done to the victims. You have public ridicule. They do all they can to try to make fake things without receipts and without proof and anything to back it up. It's just a bunch of talk. And that's one thing that you find out with this guy. It's just a bunch of talk. There's no verifiable evidence. But people believe it because the thing that narcissists do is they try to get people to rally behind them, right? They play sides. They move the goalposts. They never take accountability. Things that you all have seen in the community. Now, you've seen myself take accountability. You've seen Ringo TV Reactions take accountability. You've seen Floridian Rollo take accountability. There's other elders and brothers in the community. You have Pastor Rufus who took accountability. A lot of us had moments where there were things that we were accused of, and we took accountability for the things that were actually right. Now, you have things that's going on in the community that's being said about all of us brothers and sisters while I'm on this subject that simply are not true. They're just a bunch of words. It's a bunch of rumors. It's a bunch of talking, but there's no proof. There's no video footage. There's no audio. There's no witnesses. It's just them talking. No one takes ownership to that. But when we talk about this particular individual here, there is actual proof. There are witnesses, there are experiences, and you see fallout. You see damaged relationships with this person. When you look at what's going on over here, you see the brotherhood. You see the sisterhood. You see people congratulate each other. You see people winning. You see things being built. When we talk about community, you literally see community even on our platforms, let alone outside of our platforms. Now, this individual wants to try to create a community to give people this false sense that that person's more about community, and it's not a competition in the first place, because that's a sin. We're not supposed to compare. We're supposed to just move based upon how the Most High will have us to move. But this individual likes to throw out comparisons, and he's following a playbook after Pastor Dow, and there's other in the communities. That's right, Pastor Dow from Straightway. A playbook. They're trying to give you all this stuff in a concise manner, right? So he's doing the same thing that was done by those particular individuals and more. Now, I need to get to something because one of the things that this individual did recently, and I need to show you his true character. You see, The thing that narcissists actually hate the most is when you expose them. See, me, I don't care what video he makes. I don't care what video other people's make. You know why? Because there's nothing about me to be exposed. And all the talk on the internet is just that. It's just talk. It's just lies. It's a bunch of hateful people. It's a bunch of people that's mad. You got a bunch of ladies that wanted to get with me, or they wanted me to give them the time of the day, and they didn't see me give them the time of the day that they wanted, regardless of how I interacted with them. And so they feeling salty about that. Maybe they thought something was going to happen. Maybe they thought they was going to find out some information. Maybe they was going to pull a Delilah, like a Samson and Delilah scenario. They only coming around and get info. You know how that is, right? So they don't get what they want, and then they salty about it. They upset. They mad. So then they go run to the opposition. Y'all know, y'all call them the ops, right? They go run to the opposition and the opportunity to try to hurt me or try to get me down. All because they didn't get their way. Same thing with the fellas, right? There's fellas that wanted to talk to me, work with me. And you know the crazy thing about it? All of these people I spoke to, I acknowledged, I supported, I did whatever I could that was reasonable at that particular time in those particular time frames. However, that was not enough. And because it was not enough in their eyes and those individuals didn't make any investments, you see, I made all the investments. They wanted me to do all the work, yet they were coming to me. Isn't that crazy? You come to me wanting what you can get out of me, but then you want me to do all the work. You don't want to put any work in it. Like, these people can call me. These people can approach me. These people can reach out to me, etc., etc. And I'm telling you all of this so that you all can take note as a teachable moment, as a learning lesson. But no, that wasn't enough for them. So they ran to the ops. They ran to this particular individual. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm about to get into. And in doing so, they figured that they could team up and attack people like me. But you see, y'all can team up. You can get everybody on social media to try to team up against somebody like me, and it's not going to work. It's always going to backfire. You know why? Because whether you want to believe it or not, whether you want to receive it or not, whether you want to go that way and acknowledge it or not, I don't care. I don't do any of this for your acknowledgement, meaning the opposition, those that don't agree with what I'm saying. Not you brothers and sisters that are here watching and listening to me, right? I'm talking about the people that don't agree with me, the haters, those that are upset for some reason that they haven't even told me why they're upset, the backstabbers because they smile in your face. They get jealous, you know, the ones that are jealous of you when you come up. See, it's fine when you was on one level, but when they see you come up other levels, then all of a sudden they got a problem with you. And then they go run to the opposition, and then they try to star stuff because they mad, because they jealous, because they stuck right where they are. And the reason why they stuck right where they are is because they not following scriptures. I don't give a damn how many times you quote the Bible. You could quote the Bible from Genesis to Revelation and Revelation back to Genesis 1 billion times. You'll go straight to hell. You got people on the internet quoting the Bible. They're hearers of the word, but they're not doers of the word. And so you don't see situations abound in their lives because they're not actually practicing what they so-called preach, what they so-called teach. And see, this is also a thing that narcissists do. You see, they'll try to teach a lot of things. You have a lot of leaders that are narcissists. It's a lot in the Hebrew Israelite community. That's why I don't rock with that community anymore. You understand? That's one of the main reasons. As I met leader after leader, person after person, interacted with all these so-called great, influential people in the so-called Hebrew Israelite community, one thing that I realized, they all had behaved with the narcissistic tendencies. Right? All of them. Now, again, there's exceptions to the rule. I'm not talking about the exceptions. I'm not talking about anybody individually. I'm talking about these corrupt ones and these leaders that some of which I have spoken on and others I have not spoken on. But we're going to talk about this particular individual right now because this particular individual is currently trying to go around acting like he's righteous. He's going around trying to make himself seem like he has done nothing wrong, that he does not need to take accountability for. And see, accountability is the main trait that a narcissist can't take. Now, this individual could try to flip it around on me, but I take accountability all day, every day. Right? I've done it on the internet. I've done it here on social media, on YouTube, other platforms. I do it in person. I do it all the time. Don't turn this back around on me. See, the question and the issue and the spotlight is on you. It's not on me. It's on you. You're the one that the spotlight is on. You can't get out of this by turning the spotlight around. And see, that's a tactic that narcissists do. They flip everything. They move the goalposts. They try to reverse everything. They try to get people to come against you. And they figure that they could take you out. And then they actually talk about how you're the one that's standing. You're the one that has overcome. You're the one that's actually victorious. Yet they try to make it seem like they're the ones that are victorious. Because see, in their mind, no one can be more victorious than them. They're the ones that are doing things. And you'll see this comparison come up. You'll hear people like in the Hebrew Israelite community talking about, I have land, you don't have land. I'm doing this, you not doing that. My channel's bigger than you. I got more subscribers. Think about all the examples that we've had in the community with other brothers and other sisters and elders, right? There's many particular situations that I have personally covered, right? This goes on. They'll always make the comparison, believing that they're more righteous or they're more blessed or what they're doing is more. Again, they're making comparisons when the Most High is not a respecter of persons. So there's a lot of sin. There's a lot of pride. There's a lot of things that go on here. But they don't take accountability. The narcissist never takes accountability. And instead, what the narcissist will do is try to flip it back on you and say, you're the one that's in the wrong. You're the one that needs to take accountability when they have no proof. They have no receipts. And then they twist everything. And even when you provide evidence in a courtroom, you provide evidence like in the book of Matthew in front of the church, you have witnesses, they still will refute it. It's just like the Netflix series Inventing Anna. Remember the heiress who swindled all the influential people out of millions or whatever, dollars, millions or billions, whatever it was. She swindled all those people out of all this money. And you would say, well, how could she deceive people? That's what narcissists do. They know how to deceive people. Why? Because it's that same type of demonic spirit. That's why you see narcissists behave the same. It's a spirit, right? And this particular individual has mentioned in the past of being possessed by spirits. I've played this video many times. Now, if this sounds new to you, I implore you to go back through my archives on my channel. Go to my YouTube channel, go into the search box and look for this. I've talked about and showed traits on how this particular individual is a narcissist, right? I've shown things. I've played the videos showing how he said out of his own mouth that he's been possessed by demons, that he deals with those types of things. So this shouldn't be something that's far-fetched. But if you don't know that, you won't know that because he takes things down. He deletes videos. He's the one that throws rocks and hides his hands, as he said. He tried to say that about me. No, everybody sees the moves I make. All my videos that I've talked about this guy's up. Ain't nothing hidden, ain't nothing members only. It's out there. All the videos that I've talked about, anybody for that matter, are up and out. There's nothing hidden. There's nothing taken down. The only time I would take something down is perhaps maybe if I had a guest on my show and upon their request or what have you, they may ask for something. That may be the only exception. All my content is up, but when you look at this particular individual, stuff's getting taken down, including what we're about to get into. That's right, including what we're about to get into. So let me go ahead and do some quick shout outs real quick and let me get into this, right? What's going on, Forever Studios? Good to see you. What's up, Marilyn Edwards? What's going on, Quentin Davis? Wow, Quentin Davis said Nubreed's Spanish woman sounds slower than an unalive turtle, and he's a drunker. I mean, hey, I'm not saying anything, but y'all see what's going on. We got Tammy Davis in the building. We got Sister Tanya S.O. Blessings to you. We got Halvin Johnson in the house. He said, just moved to Orlando. Shout out to Brainwaves and Floridian Rollo. I made it to paradise. That's what's up. Congratulations, Halvin. We got Galaxy in the building. We got Cynthia in the building. We got D Turner Fitness in the building. We got the brother Zats in the building. Salute, Zach. Salute. Got Zats in the building. Yes, sir. Let's see. Who else we got? We got Waco in the building. What's going on, Waco? We got Jessica in the building. We got Jonah TV for Life in the building. Man. And y'all, I'm going to have some content coming out. I'm telling you, man, it's going to be eye-opening about this individual. It's going to be eye-opening. Nobody knows about this information but me. We have Lynn Blackman. Says, how can they be victorious? So it's like in the scriptures where it says, Don't be envious of your enemies, though they prosper for a moment. Let me show you this. See if I can show you this real quick. Let's see. Give me 1 second here. Let me just go like this. Hold on. I got a lot of stuff pulled up, and I wasn't planning on really pulling this up. But let me do this. All right, let me show you this real quick. So this is going to be from Psalms 37. It's going to be verses 1 through 25, but I want to read this. Okay, so let me switch gears real quick and we'll get into the video content because I want to answer this question, right? All right. So Lynn Blackman says, how can it be victorious? Now, let me show y'all real quick. We're looking at Psalms 37. As I said, it's going to be verses 1 through 25. I'm not reading all that. Right here, you see in purple, it says, and don't think for a moment that the wicked in their prosperity. Let me repeat. And don't think for a moment that the wicked in their prosperity. Now, this particular same scripture is going to get tried to be flipped right back on me. This particular individual is going to be like, oh, that's why they're over there getting new cars, and that's why they're over there traveling, and that's why they're over there doing stuff because they're wicked. See, this is what this individual has been doing for over a year, trying to flip everything around. No, we're not wicked, sir. That's you. It says, and don't think for a moment that the wicked in their prosperity are better off than you, but they try to pose like they're better off. It says, stay away from anger and revenge. But yet this individual claims that I'm emotional and that I'm upset just because this is just how I normally talk, period. Like, this stuff is hilarious, man. This is literally hilarious. Like, this is my normal speaking. And then this particular individual claims that, oh, look at him. He's all emotional. Man, please. This is crazy, man. Anyway, it says, keep envy far from you, for it only leads you into lies. For one day the wicked will be destroyed, but those who trust in the Lord will inherit the land. Notice how we inherited stuff. Our territories are being enlarged. We're getting more things. We're coming into things. That's what this scripture is talking about. Those individuals are trying to make it seem like they're coming into stuff, but they not coming into stuff. Right? They're trying to make it seem like they're prospering. Why are they prospering? Because they wicked. They're scamming. They're lying. They're deceiving people. So it looked like basically they hustling people. So that's the prospering. And right here where it says, keep envy far from you, for it only leads you into lies. That's the people, like I was explaining earlier, that was wanting to get with me, wanted to have something with me, wanted to whatever they wanted with me that they didn't even share with me. And then they get envious of you, right? They don't tell you this, but this is what they are. They're envious of you. But because they can't get whatever it is that they want out of you, then they lead to lies. So then they go click up with other people on social media that lie. They try to start lies. They do all this lying, right? This is what happens. And then you'll see those wicked people will be destroyed. The scripture says they'll be destroyed. So when I say that people like this particular individual that I'm talking about, as well as others, are being destroyed, that's what's happening. But yet I've been told, because I stick to what the scripture actually says verbatim, that all of a sudden I'm a demon or I'm trying to do witchcraft. When the scripture literally says that those people that are envious and that they lie because the envies and the enviousness in them leads to lies, it says, for one day the wicked will be destroyed. Right? That's what the scripture says. And then you know about this scripture here, with Psalm 37 earlier, says, fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be though envious against the workers of iniquity. Like, don't be envious of them. It says, for they soon shall be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. It takes time, but they'll get cut down. That's how you'll know, right? I'm not being cut down. Let me make this clear. I'm not being cut down. I'm not taking no L's. I'm just growing and increasing, and people around me are growing and increasing. That's the difference. Now, let me get into what I wanted to mainly get into. I wanted to answer that question. Let me see who else is in the chat. I don't know if I said hello to Cynthia. What's up, TRW? We got Corey Bennett in here. All right. So anyway, let me move forward. I gotta move forward here. Excuse me. Hey, pollen and stuff, man. I spend all my time outside. I'm gonna be outside in a few again, out in the community again. But anyway, let me show y'all this, okay? Because y'all need to understand this. Now, I want you to see something about control. It says, do narcissists try to control people? It says, yes, individuals with narcissistic personality disorder often exhibit controlling behaviors, using manipulation, emotional exploitation, and other tactics to maintain power and control over others. Now, you will say, or one could say, how do you know that Nubreed, oh, I just mentioned his name. How do you know that Nubreed, and that was intentional. I deliberately mentioned his name. That wasn't no slip up. I meant to do that. How do you know that Nubreed is trying to control people? Well, I can show you right here. Okay. I want y'all to take a look at this. I want you to listen to what he says right here. Okay? I want y'all to listen to this. Let's go. Because this is crazy, man.
They're acting as a buffer for people that I don't want around me.
Listen.
Thank y'all for that. Thank y'all. Thank you for the publicity. Thank you for the promotion. It's highly appreciated. Continue. Keep on keeping on. Y'all don't even see that I control y'all. I'm doing this video now so y'all can talk more about it. Don't even see that I control y'all. 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 Don't even see that I control y'all.
So here he is talking about how he controls us. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if you heard Nubreed says he controls y'all, meaning me, Ringo, and Rollo. He believes in his narcissistic mindset that he controls us because that's how narcissists think. They think that they orchestrate everything. They think they got authority over everything. They think they control everything. And this is how this man talks. That's how he make all his content. He talks like he's just righteous. He's of no harm, no blame, no sin, no nothing. Everybody out here is wicked. Everybody's a demon. Everybody's a warlock. But yeah, he says he's got control over us. I want y'all to listen again. Listen.
Thank y'all for that. Thank y'all. Thank you for the publicity. Thank you for the promotion. It's highly appreciated. Continue. Keep on keeping on. Y'all don't even see that I control y'all. It's highly appreciated. Continue. Keep on keeping on. Y'all don't even see that I control y'all. I'm doing this video now so y'all can talk more about it. Don't even see that I control y'all. Don't even see that I control y'all. Don't even see that I control y'all. Don't even see that I control y'all.
Now, he'll try to get out of this and say, oh, that's not what I meant. No, that's exactly what he meant. And just for record, we got ones here in the chat. The Galaxy says, oh, wow, he said it. And this is not the first time he said this, y'all. I'm just trying to point this out. That's why the thumbnail looks the way it is. And if he believes he's controlling me, Ringo, and Rollo, what do you think he's doing to y'all in the audience? What's up, June? Thank you for coming through, June. Now, this is what narcissists do. Let's go back to this real quick. Okay? And I might have to call this part 1 and do a part 2. But it says, yes, individuals with narcissistic personality disorder often exhibit controlling behaviors, using manipulation, emotional exploitation, and other tactics to maintain power and control over others. That's what he does. Manipulation. He may use flattery, guilt tripping, or gaslighting to get their way. That's how he gets in. Emotional exploitation. He can manipulate people's emotions to gain power or sympathy. That's what he does. He tries to say, man, they're out here talking about me. I'm doing this. Oh, they're over here, this and this and that. Da da da. These people are so even. Then he'll play victim while claiming that he's not the victim. So he can get emotional control over the people, right? And this is what he'll do if you sign a contract at UP Farms on that land. This is what he's going to do. He'll gain control over you. Gaslighting. It says that he may deny or distort reality to make others question their sanity or perception. And that's what he's done. Look, he wants to isolate people from support networks. Narcissists can try to isolate their targets from friends and families to have more control. What is he always telling y'all? Get away from your family. Your family is like this. He's making all this content about narcissism. Y'all think I'm making this up? Look at this content real quick. He's like, look, don't fall for the setup. They cannot be trusted. Do not let the narcissist emotionally entrap you. Let me scroll down some more. Look, they want to sabotage. Like, all of this is narcissistic talk. They want to sabotage your purpose. Don't trust them. These delusional devils thought you were down for the count. No, that's what he thought about us. He thought we was down for the count last year. Right? This is what he always thought. Look, the narcissist will always play victim and can't be trusted. That's what he does, right? He claims that we are the ones that's doing him harm. We're the ones that's doing his brand at UP Farms and his name. He plays victim while saying he's not the victim. Then he go and raging out. And then what he does is he crashes out and says stuff, and then he hides the videos or deletes the videos. Now, let me show you something. If we go to this channel real quick, I need y'all to pay attention. Look at this, right? We go to this channel, speaking of hiding and deleting. Okay? You see what he got here, right? You see these latest videos. Just look at this top row. Okay? 3 weeks, 4 weeks, he got the fight videos. He got played in this video. He still leave all that stuff up. Look, where is it at? He leave all this stuff up. Where is it? Hold on. He still leave all this stuff up. He also still got, he never took these videos down where he went on us. Like all these videos. Remember these videos here? Y'all remember these videos? He got all these videos up where it's talking about F me, F Ringo, and F Rollo. And this is the leader of a righteous community that y'all supposed to have. Or is he a leader of a wicked community? Then he got all these videos here. You see him say he still got these videos up. You see my name here. He still got these videos up. But he's talking about he not doing nothing. And there's other videos that he deleted. Now, speaking of which, look at this. Well, watch this. I want to show y'all something. Look at this video right here. Now, I showed this video where he was drunk and he was drinking. You see this video? I want this on record because if I touch it and I do anything and it's not here, I want y'all to see it. Okay? You see this video was live on March the 29th. Yet, when you come over here to his channel, you don't see no videos from March the 29th. No live stream, no videos. He deleted it. And this is what he does all the time. He deletes videos. He hides. He's the one instigating doing stuff. And he believes it's okay to say it. Nobody holds him accountable. Then when we talk about it, and then when he sneak diss us in his regular videos, all of a sudden it's okay. It's righteous. But this is the leader of the community at UP Bars. This is the trustee that you about to sign your name with. And everybody he's dealt with, he fell out with, including Broken Matrix. Broken Matrix is like, I ain't even gonna be on the internet. I'm taking a break from YouTube right now. But this is who you want to team up with. This who y'all believe is right. Now, watch this. We're gonna go back to this video. Now, I'm gonna try to do this, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Now, look what happens. Y'all see how it says it's not available? Now, I have the video. Let's go back to this. Watch what happens if I hit play. Oh, look. Y'all saw that? Y'all saw that in real time. Y'all saw what it said. Y'all saw it said the video's unavailable because he deleted the video. I have the video, but he deleted it. Now, let me make this clear. When this man does it, he doesn't apologize. He ain't reached out to none of us. He's not following scripture. He thinks by deleting videos that alleviates him of sin. That's not how it works. You're just hiding the evidence. Yeah, Galaxy, no. Yeah, he's deleting these videos. Y'all see it says the video is unavailable. You see it's the same video. But this the guy you supposed to be trusted at UP Farms. He always shifts the blame. He acts like he can't do any wrong. He'll say it's okay for him to respond, but it's not okay for us to respond. It's hypocrisy. And all his carnal weapons have failed. All his name calling, all of that stuff has failed. Now, watch this. Let's take a look at this. Nubreed is a covert narcissist. That's right, he's a covert narcissist. That's also known as a vulnerable narcissist. Now watch how he gonna sit up there and start talking about covert narcissists and vulnerable narcissists. Watch how he gonna incorporate that into his content. Because he watch us. He stay watching us. Now, what is a covert narcissist? Y'all hear the term narcissist, but what is a covert or a vulnerable narcissist? Because he's very vulnerable. That is a narcissist that exhibits narcissistic traits like a strong need for admiration and a lack of empathy. But they often present themselves as shy, withdrawn, and insecure. What does he always say? Keep to yourself. Stay by yourself. Go at it alone. Let's do all this. That's the shyness. That's the detachedness. But yeah, he needs that admiration. Man, we doing a great thing over here. Look at this over here. Right? People be reaching out to them to pray for him and all this stuff. He don't respond. He don't even acknowledge them because he ain't in this for that. Y'all thinking this man is in this for scripture and for the Most High. That's not why he's doing this. That's how he presents himself. Shy, withdrawn. Does he present himself as withdrawn? He's always withdrawn. He said he's an introvert. He said it in that last video where he was drinking tequila that I just showed that he took down. Yeah, I like to stay to myself. I'm an introvert. Okay, that's what I'm saying. And then he uses passive-aggressive tactics, and then he plays the victim so he can manipulate others. That's what he does. Passive-aggressive tactics. What are the passive-aggressive tactics that he does? He sneak disses us. When he talks about demons and NPCs and witches and warlocks and all narcissists and all that, he's talking about us. He's taking shots at us. Anytime he gets an opportunity to make videos, I'm going to show you when I address another video that he did. I didn't get to talk about that. I'm going to talk about it soon enough. The video content is about a total different subject, but then, yeah, in the midst of that content, he want to take shots at us. I already talked about it, but I'm going to really go in. That's what he does. He takes shots at us. He be passive-aggressive, sneak dissing, taking shots, and then when we actually respond and call him out on it, then he want to say, oh, look, they're talking. Then he deletes videos, just like you saw. He hides videos, just like y'all see. And then to his audience, it look like he not talking about us. It look like he's not doing anything, but he's the main one doing it. But this is the leader that y'all want to follow in UP Farms. This is the leader. This is the leader. This is crazy, man. Like, this stuff is so crazy. That's why he's so private and so hidden about stuff. I'm just a private person. I'm just hidden. Just this and that. Yeah, Art, what's up? Art of Starts says Nubreed is just doing anything to get people on his side and mislead the masses. Exactly. Listen, y'all, he doing all he can right now to get people to join him in UP Farms. That's all to it. That's all to it. He's trying to do anything he can to get people to join him and sign these contracts at UP Farms. Because it's not just him. It's him, your witness on Mike, all of them. All of them are like all in it together. It's a money grab. It's not about what, like, if they got to put something out there to make it look like they're doing something, that's what it's about. It's a money grab. Because again, all of them, your witness on don't stay at UP Farms. He in North Carolina, but he don't stay at UP Farms. Mike Monroe, it don't stay at UP Farms. He in North Carolina, but he don't stay at UP Farms. Right? Then you got Nubreed himself. He ain't here in Georgia. He in South Georgia, but try to make it seem like he living on the land at UP Farms. You see, if y'all really supposed to go on this land, why aren't they on the land? Why are they telling you to go move on the land and set up everything on the land, but they not there? Nubreed just got a yurt on the land just the other day, talking about it's long overdue because he been busy. Okay, so you mean tell me your witness all been busy? Since the last land event, he got married and he just disappeared off the face of the earth and he ain't had nothing on the land? What about Mike Monroe? Where's his house on the land? Where's his dream on the land? Where's his businesses? Where's y'all businesses on the land? This is the stuff I'm talking about. But they want y'all to sign on the dotted line and do all of this. It's narcissistic, man. I'm telling you. All I gotta say is I'm putting this information out here. I'm educating the people and I'm letting y'all know what's going on. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody talking about I got burned. I didn't want to listen to you brainwaves or anyone else, and I heard what y'all had to say, but I didn't believe it, so I just went and I got burned. We tried to tell you, we thought the same thing. We thought that Nubreed was righteous. We thought he was upstanding. We got behind what he had, what he was doing in the community. We all did. Me, Rigo, Rollo, many of you brothers and sisters as well. But we actually saw otherwise. And like I said, even as of recently, he had a fallout with like Epic Mindsets is gone. He was taking shots at us. You don't hear from him no more. He left Epic Mindsets hanging. Left him out in the cold of New York, literally. Just dirty. Broken Matrix up here talking about I'm taking a break. And that's what narcissists do. They'll break you down when you physically get sick. You deal with stuff. That was one of the reasons why I got sick. On top of everything, being out in the rain, in the thunder, in the lightning, in the rain, all those hours, all that work. He wasn't out in the rain like that. He wasn't risking getting shot by hit by a lightning bolt. He wasn't doing none of that for the people. He was chilling. When that rainstorm came in, he was chilling. Tell you, man, it's crazy. He came in the car one time the first night at like 10:30 at night. Rolled up in the car, coming from the safety or wherever he was coming from, the hotel or Mike's house, wherever it was, one of those two. And then he just jumped up in the RV. It's crazy. But see, this is what happens when people deal with narcissists. They get sick when they finally realize what's up. It hits you because you think this person's righteous. And then you realize who they are. And it's devastating. It leaves an impact on you. Right? It hit different. And that's what's happening to a lot of people in the community. Now, I'm going to go deeper on this. I kind of just wanted to give y'all a heads up on this and let you know. This is what he does, man. This is his control tactics. These are his control games. And like I said, right now, he's trying to put out a lot of content. Look, I'm exposing this person. I'm exposing that one. That's the deception. Again, he's a covert narcissist. He's hiding behind all these so-called videos. And look, I'm exposing this person. I'm exposing that person. So I got to be righteous if I'm exposing people, right? Not necessarily. Nowhere in the Bible does it say that just because you're exposing people that you're righteous. And speaking of which, last time I checked, Nubreed's channel is not about being exposing people. Let's look at what his channel is about. His channel is about universal entertainment, right? His bigger channel is about global truth. His channel is not about exposing anybody. So why is he all of a sudden vested in exposing so many people? He's trying to do this to make it seem like he's on the right side of the Most High and all of this, right? Let me show you what my channel's about. It says exposing the truth on life. So for me to actually expose someone, I'm doing what my channel is designed to do. Now, this does not mean that you can't expose anybody, but what I'm saying is he's doing all of this so that people that don't know what's going on and don't know any better gonna say, oh, he's so good, oh, he's so righteous, I'm gonna get behind anything he's got going on. And he's doing all of this because he's trying to gear up for a land event and people signing them contracts at UP Farms very, very soon. So he trying to hide the dirt, clean up everything, and try to make it look like he's right. And probably when he get done with all of that, then he gonna come back on here on the internet and try to talk about me, Ringo, and Rollo, and make up lies, keep pushing the stupid lie, talk about I'm gay and effeminate. Never have, never will. Ask anybody in the LGBTQIA, etc. community, the alternative community, if I ever been gay, if I ever engaged in anything. Ain't nobody, he can't. Because it's not true. But he be making up those lies. Same thing. Talk about Rollo's slow. Rollo's on the spectrum. All lies. Where's the proof? Where's the evidence? He has none. He just be talking. That's a part of how narcissists try to bring you down in the public. They try to attack you in the public. I'm telling you, man. He pulling all these puppet strings. And many of his followers are under his spells, under his control. They believe, oh, he's so righteous. What are you talking about, brainwaves? I don't see nothing. Exactly. You don't see nothing because he deleted it. But I got all the videos. We got everything. Everything you put out, I got it all. We all got it all. And we'll show it accordingly. It's crazy, man. Appreciate it, Waco. Says she absolutely loved to throw that. That's what he does. Come out on this Global Truth channel, making it like, yeah, we're doing the righteous thing, but then he really be crashing out, man. I'm telling you, y'all need to watch out for this guy. This is the covert narcissist. The vulnerable narcissist is like the worst ones. And I can't clinically diagnose him, but he has those narcissistic traits. And I've got content on my channel. All you got to do is search right here on my channel for my videos and you'll see it. I've done videos on Nubreed and I've shown that already. I'm not going to repeat that. It's already out on my channel if you haven't seen it. So if you haven't seen it, I implore you to see it. But yeah, he's only doing this so he can big up his UP Farms. That's all it is. It's to big up UP Farms. He gonna try to save face through this month. And then when he get into May, then he gonna try to go in on us. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, whatever. Making up the lies, keeping the lies going. It's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. Everything too that I'm talking about, I've been talking about a lot of recent stuff he's done. Anybody could talk about the past stuff, but I've been talking about recent stuff. So, hey, with that being said, I need to get out of here. I got places to be, like I told y'all. I'm most likely not going to be on tonight on any platform. I did an excellent show with Pop the Balloon with Rollo. Check out my channel. Check out Rollo's channel. It was a blast to do, and we will definitely do it again. I got some moves to make. I don't think I'm going to be on tonight. I seriously doubt it. I got a lot of stuff I need to do. It's a real busy time for me right now. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all's support. I didn't put it on the screen. It wasn't about that, but hey, I'll leave it on the screen as I close out. This is an opportunity for y'all to support if you choose to. But hey, with that being said, let me make my moves. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. I appreciate y'all. Galaxy's talking about feel better. I'm good, Galaxy. It's just my allergies because I'm outside in the pollen. Y'all don't understand. I spend hours upon hours upon hours in nothing but the pollen. I'm around all these trees, all around that. So I'm good. It's just that it's the pollen. Like when you spend, y'all be spending time indoors. I spend hours outdoors on a daily basis. In the morning, in the evening, all during the day. So like, I'm like getting on the slot with pollen, right? I don't just come outside for an hour or something while I'm outside exercising or whatever. I'm outside all the time. So that's why, like me, I be taking a beating. But hey, I'm good. So yeah, I've already taken all types of medicine. Listen, at this level here in Georgia, these like astronomical pollen counts, that stuff ain't working. It worked for a second. It would work normally. I mean, last like high is 1,500. That's extremely high on the pollen count, right? It was just 14,800. 1,500 is extreme, and it was 14,800. So you got to stop and think. All the stuff, man, everybody here walking around with masks on like it's the pandemic again. You got people taking all types of medicine. Like, it's just crazy. And if you got to be outside for any extended time, there's no way around it. People got their eyes puffy. People losing their voices. I'm talking about everything from adults to kids. It's crazy. So, it's just wild, man. Normally, I don't even get phased like this. Normally, I'd be invincible, but it's just off the chain. So anyway, with that being said, y'all know what to do. I appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. I got a lot of stuff to do later. I will not be on. Maybe if somebody's live, you might catch me commenting in the chat or something like that, but I won't be on. I got a lot of work I need to do, and I got very little time. I got some fun stuff coming up, some awesome stuff coming up. I'll share it with y'all, right, when the time goes. But for now, I'm going to get out of here. Catch y'all at the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Peace and blessings to everyone in the chat. Shout out to the supporters who hit the PayPal, Cash App, or can't do the Cash App at the Venmo. And